Shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Rachakwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who are teaching 100% truth of the Holy Scriptures. Shalom to the elect. Shalom to the brothers that are pushing the word of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai in truth and sincerity. And this lesson is going to be entitled, Civil Rights is going to be a thing of the past. Going into the New World Order. Right, and we look up what's this civil rights. What is the meaning of civic freedom? It says civic freedom, also known as civic space, refers to the fundamental freedoms that allow people to gather, communicate, and participate in groups to influence society and politics, forming the bedrock of any democracy. All right, so because what you have. Esau calls them inalienable rights. You have the right to believe what you want. You got the right to speak your mind, right? The Bill of Rights and, the Constitution and, all that BS, right? It says civic space is the political, legal, and social environment that enables citizens to come together and share experiences and ideas, express their views publicly, and influence politics and society. Okay, so that's what civic freedom means, right? And this is dated 11 days ago, right? But it says U.S. added to international watch list for rapid decline in civic freedoms. This says the United States have been added to the Civicus Monitor watch list, which identifies countries that the global Civil Rights Watchdog believes are currently experiencing a rapid decline in civic freedoms. Civicus, an international nonprofit organization dedicated to strengthening citizen action in social society around the world, announced the inclusion of the U.S. on the nonprofit's first watch list of 2025 on Monday, alongside the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Yeah, because they're going through some shit right now. It says Italy, Pakistan, and Serbia. The watch list is part of the Civicus Monitor, which tracks developments in civic freedoms across 198 countries. Other countries that have previously been featured on the watch list in recent years include Zimbabwe, Argentina, El Salvador, and United Arab Emirates. Mandeep Taiwana, Co-Secretary General of Civicus, said that the watch list looks at countries which we remain concerned about deteriorating civic space conditions in relation of freedom of peaceful assembly and association and expression. And right, we got a glimpse of that on during the lockdowns in 2020, right? And that's what, you couldn't gather around, right? So much so that they were flagging brothers' pages because we were bringing out articles and bringing out the truth of what was really happening, right? And it's all documented. All the papers is there, and then now, you having lawsuits. Okay. And all because of what? Because of the NWO, right? You got the Economic Forum, which tells us that, we gotta trust the science. We have to believe in the science, right? When the science they control it, but you had some people leaking out what was really going on, and what you spoke up about it, right? That was a big no-no. All right, and even in the UK, they just passed certain laws that now you get, if you visit America, Slovakia, if you're in America and you visit the UK and you write some things that are not that go with the status quo, guess what? You get locked up. Even your message was here in America, right? You say you posted up a tweet or whatever, right? And it doesn't go with the lines of what the UK deems as, correct or whatever. Hey, and you visit over there, hey, you get locked up, right? Some chick was like, she said it's like North Korea over there. It's like communist China, right? So that's what and this is a global thing, right? America, of course, they gonna hold on to the last, but hey, we're getting closer and closer. You got Trump banning words, right? Certain scriptures in Canada you can't bring out because of the JOOs. You know what I'm saying? And these are, let me see, Isaiah 10. And I've got one here. Let me see. Bear with me. This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, Woe, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Right? So you having these laws that are being signed, right? You having all these executive orders that are being passed, and that's ultimately it's for you. Like, you have people that say, oh, it's the deep state. Trump's going against the deep state. Well, he's part of that deep state, right? He's nothing but a Shabbos goy at the end of the day. He is doing the will of the small hats. Okay, just because you could see him and he's bringing out this and that, right? Releasing the JFK files and shit like that. Hey man, he's just a puppet, right? That's why it says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees," because it's gonna get to the point to where they're gonna ban the Bible. Okay. So I'm gonna get this one. Psalms 94:16. It says, "Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who shall stand for me against the workers of iniquity?" And you see, that's a question that we have to ask ourselves. Are we willing to go up against, Esau, Edom, when speaking the truth? Because that's all we're doing. We're not lying. We're not making threats. We're not doing nothing. We're just simply reading the scriptures, bringing out articles and, tying it to the scriptures, seeing the times that we're in, like we have been told. Right? We're watchmen, true watchmen. It says, the selection process, the website states, incorporates insights and data from Civica's global network of research partners and data. The decision to add the U.S. to the first 2025 watch list was made in response to what the group described as the Trump administration assault on democratic norms and global cooperation. You see, so again, it's going to backfire on those that had put their faith in him. It says in the news release announcing the U.S. addition, the organization cited recent actions taken by the Trump administration that they argue will likely severely impact constitutional freedoms of peaceful assembly, expression, and association. And that's totally right, because again, there is a bigger, how would I say, there's there's a bigger agenda at play. They ultimately want to get the profits about. They want to take the word off the internet, right? They want to take the profits off the streets. These videos that they shame them, We tell them their judgment. We tell them what they doing wrong, and we back it up with scriptures. That's all we do. You know, it's not like we coming up with our own shit. We speak in the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Alright, and this is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai." And that's the time that we come into, where the videos, they will no longer be accessible. Right, the prophets will no longer be on the streets. So everything that you had, stored up in your mental, that's all you're going to have. That's why it is very important that, we got to keep our minds, in these scriptures. So that, hey, we're going to be like, what's his name? Eli, right? The book of Eli, the scriptures was in his head, It says, "And they shall wander from," verse 12, "and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst." Right? They gonna be looking, right? Oh, they had the YouTube, Maybe the dude liked a certain brother's video because it has some type of controversy. Oh shit, let me go back. This shit was last week. I remember sometime last week. And going back in his history and looking through the videos that he had liked, or maybe he's searching around the city. Oh, I know they be over here sometimes. All right, at this time. But you see, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is gonna have it to where they shall not be found. Right. So that's why it's important for us to get this word now. Those that are of the elect, they gonna receive it. Going back, it says the group cited. It says some here. There's a lot of some bullshit, but it says something about Oh, here it says in addition to the watch list, the Civicus Monitor classifies the state of civic space in countries using 5 ratings: open, narrowed, obstructed, repressed, and closed. And right now I think currently the US is a narrowed rating, right? And soon it's going to be all the way closed, right? Because you see all this all right, this was a quote from somebody. They were saying this. It says it was an important pillar of U.S. foreign policy, even though it is imperfect, both domestically and how the U.S. promoted it abroad, he added. Oh, here, it's the top one, Slovakia. Historically, Taiwan said the U.S. has been considered the beacon of democracy and defense of fundamental freedoms, which, is some bullshit. Because we through the Spirit have been, open to the information of how Esau gets down in the treating of these other nations, economic hitmen, right? You take bribes, or they kill you, or they set up coups or whatever, man. The CIA is some grimy dudes. It's a grimy organization, and that's what this was going into earlier. I haven't watched it all, but the dude on the left is Gerald Celente, right? And it says, "America, you have you have no excuse me, you have no fundamental liberties." And that's what it was a spirit. I'm like, oh shit, this is from a day ago, right? And he was speaking about just this. And the cool thing about Gerald Celente is that excuse me, he be getting on Trump, right? You have that kiss ass damn, what's his name? I always fucking forget his name. I was just watching him earlier too. Alex Jones, right? You have Alex Jones and Trump this and Trump that, and that's this dude's Lord and Savior, Alex Jones, right? But this guy Harold Salente, he be talking shit, right? Because he understands that, you know, he's just another puppet. And this guy too, Judge, I forget this guy's name. He's the judge though, right? They be always he be always on the show, right? So I mean, we could read some of these comments. I vote a vote for Trump is a vote for not a real Jew. George Carlin said it a while ago. You have no rights. You have temporary privileges. Yeah, and George Carlin, he was on point. He's a very good comedian, but you know, he was saying some real shit. It says, if some stranger can tell you how to raise your kids, you got nothing. Two great men. Oh yeah, the AIPAC, that's none but American Israeli Public, some shit, is basically, you know, a lobbyist for the small hats. But yeah, living on watch the rest of this video, but you know, it was edifying. They were bringing out some very good points. And going back to the point here where it said here it says the Trump administration that they may argue will likely severely impact constitutional freedoms of peaceful assembly, expression, and association. And like we had seen with the pandemic, you know, I mentioned this earlier, Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know, put the scare on people. Oh shit, this and that, and you know, toilet paper shortages and motherfuckers getting stabbed over water. Hand sanitizer, you know, gouging prices, right? People was not fucking with each other, and the split was there. And that's another thing, is that, you know, the split is being more drawn out. Right, we're seeing this whole Tesla thing. Motherfuckers is vandalizing cars and dealerships and things of that nature. The divide of I was looking at some statistics that Israeli how they say the how people are feeling for Israel, their like if they're with it or not, has been going down, right? So this place is being divided now more than ever. Women on men, okay? You even have beef between, you know, the Israelites, right? And that's bound to happen because Yahweh Shemel Shah said that he's going to bring that division. Division is here. Ain't no singing along, getting along, right? And that's a beautiful thing. Let it be more divided. Let's see who is of the house of Saul and who is of the house of David. Because now, you know, you got Nasty Nate, you know, bringing out his own 12 tribes chart. Pastor Hart did a video on that earlier. Right? You seeing the folly of Jake, man. And hey, that's drawing the division. We ain't with them. We over here looking back, trying to serve you out by Shemel, shine truth and sincerity, while they do gimmicks, while they self-exalt themselves. Right? This is St. Mark chapter 3 and verse 24. Right? And again, this kingdom is divided more than ever. You got MAGA and LGBT barbecue people. Right? The leftists and the deep state, and amen. These are all just birds of the same feather flocking together, but they're too damn stupid to catch on who the real enemy is. Right? St. Mark 3 and verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And you know, we could get into, you know, here in America, all right, but also as a whole, the Edomite nation. You got Russian Edomites, right, killing And basically is Ukraine, the same Russian Edomites. All right, you got Edomites in America, are going to duke it out with the Edomites in Russia. I mean, this place is heavily divided. That's why it says that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself, and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. Right? So Yahweh Shemel Shai is setting up divisions, so much so that, right, it's going to be class wars, race wars. You seen Jake gearing up to go head up with the Nazis, man. All right, out there in Ohio, they're driving buses, and you know they got the sticks on them, taking little kids to walking them to classes, to their schools. Because what, the Nazis be out there. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna just read some comments. I haven't looked through these. That's exactly what happens when you purposely dumb down your population and teach them civics so they understand how the government works. How very sad this is. I wouldn't have guessed in a million years that this would happen in the U.S. Look at all the damage Trump has done in 6 weeks. Hey, and hey, we want more. Oh, look at this. Like apostle, like the apostles be bringing out. Right, that dude. This dude Trump. It says, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and the fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai of hosts. Right. So, who is that cruel Lord? Being this dude, DJ Trump, right? And you got the Doge, all his cabinet putting in work, right? And that's how people feel. It says, look at all the damage Trump has done in 6 weeks. Dementia Donnie's quote will blame Obama, Biden, or Harris. It says, this is really sad what Trump has taken America to the lowest point in less than 47 days. You see, so the people are feeling it. Wallets is being hurt, right? And that's not to say what them Noahide laws, right? These are certain laws that the small hats, they implement, and one of them is no idolatry. And you read the Babylonian Talmud, and guess what? You see how they feel about our Lord and Savior Yahushua, which I suggest you look it up, because it's the shit is gets the blood pressure up. Read it for yourself. You'll see. And what basically it's capital punishment for breaking them, right? Because what they say that Yahushua is an idol. You know what I'm saying? So deaf to them small hats. So that was it. This is more more cruelness that the cruel Lord is finna be putting on the Egyptians, right? And we say, bring it more. Let's go. Right? So we gonna see how the rest of this year goes, and Lord willing, man, it turns up, right? Because this is like Apostle Tahar has said, the hopeful year of Esau's downfall, something like that, and our deliverance. That being said, I'm going to close out by giving out honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rachak Wadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Shalom.